There has been a shift in the cost of living without a balancing shift in income. This means that businesses and families are spending more while saving less. Therefore, there's a need to track income and the expenses for prudent financial management. According to cost analysts, effective expense tracking helps businesses and families monitor spending, identify trends, and make informed financial decisions. This video will help you create a sophisticated business income and expense tracker in Excel. Leverage the SUMIFS function for precise budget management and visually analyze your income and expenses using Sparklines. In this section, we'll set up your business expense tracker workbook and worksheets. Let's dive in and build your customized Excel budget tracker. First, open Microsoft Excel. Save the workbook with a descriptive name like Income and Expense Tracker. Right-click on the default worksheet and select Rename. Change the name to Info. Click on the plus sign or plus icon next to the Info worksheet to add 3 more worksheets. Rename each of the worksheets to Expenses, Income, and Dashboard. Next, we'll organize each of the worksheets to accept data. In this section, we'll create a structure that will help us accept and visualize our income and expense data. First, click on the Info tab. In cell A1, add the title like Information. Below the title, provide a brief description and step-by-step instructions on how to use Budget Management app. On the View tab, under Show, deselect Grid Lines to remove the grid lines. Click on the Expenses sheet. Set up the following columns in row 1: Dates, Description, Category, Budget Amount, Actual Amount. Highlight the header row and the next row below the headers and insert a table. Name the table Expense Data. Click on the Income sheet. Set up the following columns in row 1: Dates, Description, Category, Budget Amount, and Actual Amount. Highlight the header row and the next row below the headers and insert a table. Name the table Income Data. Click on the Dashboard sheet and format it like these templates you are seeing. In cell A1, type Income Summary and format it appropriately. In cell A4, enter Total Income. Then in cell B3, enter Budget Amount. And in cell C3, enter Actual Amount. In cells A5 to where you stop, type your income categories. In cell F1, type Expense Summary and format it appropriately. In cell F4, enter total expenses. Then in cell G3, enter budget amount, and in cell H3, enter actual amount. In cells F5 to where you stop, type your expense categories. Select cells D4 all through D14. This range should cover your income categories. Use absolute referencing here. On the Insert tab, under Sparklines, select Line. On the dialog box that appears, in the Data Range box, enter B4 is to C14. Use relative referencing to capture the data table range. Click OK. Repeat this process for your expense categories range. You have, by these steps, created a well-organized structure to help you capture your income and expense data and analyze them carefully. Next, we validate our data categories in the data sheet. In this section, we create a data validation list in our data sheets to validate our income and expense categories. First, select the income sheet. Click on cell C2. Go to Data, Data Validation. In the dialog box under Allow, select List. In the source box, enter the income categories range listed in the dashboard sheet and click OK when done. Select the expenses sheet. Repeat the process as we explained above by selecting the expense categories range through within the data validation dialog box and click OK. To impute a category in your data sheet, click on the drop-down list and select the appropriate category. By this, your input will be exactly what's on the dashboard sheet. Month filter will help you analyze your data based on a particular month. This will help you draw insights from your data and make accurate projections in the future. Let's add a month filter to our data. Go to the dashboard sheet. In cell C1, type Select Month. Select cell D1. Go to Data Validation and select List in the dialog box. In the source box, enter all, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Don't put the "and." Then click OK. Add formulas for total income, budgeted amount, and actual income to reflect the sum of the categories total. That is, for total budget amount, enter equal sum, something like B5 to B14, which is your categories. For total actual income, enter equal sum C5 to C14. Also add formulas for total expenses, budget amount, and actual amount to reflect the sum of the categories total. That is, total budget amount equals sum G5 to G14. Total actual amount equals sum H5 to H14. Go to the income sheet and add a column called months immediately after actual income. Below the months, enter the formula equals months dates. This will retrieve months from the dates column. Go to the expenses sheet and repeat the process for the months column, including adding the formula. You have successfully created a month filter. Follow the above steps to create a corresponding year filter if you wish. Comment to let me know how it went. In this section, we use the SUMIFS function to summarize our data based on the categories. The SUMIFS function is a powerful tool that allows you to sum values based on multiple criteria. To analyze our data, we'll combine the IF and the SUMIFS functions to capture the months filter. The formula is quite long, so I put a copy in the details section so you can copy and paste in your own cell. Let's begin. Open the dashboard sheet. To calculate the total budget income for the first category, select cell B5 and enter the formula if, that is equals if D1 equals, in quote, all, comma, SUMIFS income data budgeted amount, comma, income data category, comma, text in brackets A5, comma, and so on and so forth, exactly as it is written. This is quite a long formula. Be careful as you input them or copy and paste. Note the following in the formula. The cell reference A1 refers to the selected months. Income data is the name of the table containing the income data. Budget amount is the column we are calculating for the table. The function text A5 in brackets refers to the category in cell A5. If you have entered the formula accurately, copy the formula to other rows using the autofill handle. To calculate the actual income amount, copy the corresponding formula in the budget amount column and change the sum range from income data budgeted amount to income data actual amount. Use the find and replace command to easily replace the column name. For the budget expense summary, copy the formula and paste it in cell G5. Use the find and replace command to replace income data with expense data. Also replace text A5 to text F5. Of course, using the find and replace command. Copy the formula to other cells using the autofill handle. For the actual expense summary, copy the formula and paste it in cell H5. Use find and replace command to replace budget amounts to actual amounts. Copy the formula to other cells. With all the formulas in place, you can now go to income sheet and enter some data. Let's copy and paste our sample data. Paste our sample data. Do the same in the expenses sheet. Let's copy and paste some sample data. You can impute the data yourself using the real data you are creating. Okay, go back to the dashboard to view the results. If you get to this point, congratulations. You have now set up a dynamic business expense tracker in Excel using the SUMIFS function for complex budget management and Sparklines for visual analysis. Before you go, what do you think is the cost of the rising cost of living in your locality? I am all ears. Kindly subscribe, share, and use the comment section. Thank you.